when he kissed me, when the food comes down, can you imagine the amount of sand I got inside of my eyes?
Oh,
so
no.
the food, yeah, right. The food comes up. So the soul is filled with sand. And then boom, he hits and I boom, grab his foot.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk today. I really appreciate it.
Please, my pleasure. You putting the word out there that our project exists makes the whole difference. Thank you so much.
Of course. This movie was so fun, but I'd love to know what made you want to be a part of it.
Oh, the script. It's such a well-written script. It has a compelling love story. Because action movies like Quentin Tarantinesque action movies, like how many explosions can you fit on a film without the audience getting bored, all right? So I think the difference here is the impossible love story between my dear friend and director and producer and gaffer, Ben Milliken, and also my dear friend, fellow Mexican, Sofia Castro. She's just so charming and great in the movie, and they have a great professional chemistry, Sofia and Ben. But I think their love story makes a difference because, we have action and we have fight scenes and it's super fun to shoot and everything. But you do have a very beautiful, compelling romance going on. And I think that makes a difference.
There's a little bit of a bromance in there too, I feel like, with Marco and him. A little bit, right?
Yes, there is. I'm not going to lie. There is. But, between assassins, when they say hi to each other, they fight.
I know. Well, yeah. Can we talk about fighting in the sand? Like, how was that? Because I was cracking up and then I was like, I feel like they must have gotten sand everywhere on their bodies.
I don't know if this is correct or not because this is not my language, but is it proper to say in every crevice or our bodies, or that's just politically incorrect?
That's correct.
Right. when he kissed me, when the food comes down, can you imagine the amount of sand I got inside of my eyes?
Oh, no.
So the food, the food comes up. So the soul is filled with sand, and then boom, he hits, and I boom grab his foot.
Oh man, how long did it take to get sand off of? Was it like days later you're finding sand on you?
2 months and a half.
I love it. I love that scene. I thought it was so fun, and I don't want to give spoilers, but I just love how it ends. Like, hi.
Oh, and exactly. And the CJ Perry. I mean, but again, CJ Perry, no fair, right? Because she knows how to fly kick people. That's right. So the fact that she was very patient with me when we were choreographing the fight scenes and everything, it was fun. But also the final scene with her was, I'm a little bummed because we have to shorten. It was going to be longer, but the sun was coming out, and Ben had to take the executive decision of saying, hey, listen, let's just cut this and this, and it's good, it's compelling, it's amazing. I'm like, no, Ben, but we rehearsed so hard. We really want to fight like the whole thing, and we couldn't. But I mean, it was good. It was good.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't miss it, so that's good. Like, I enjoyed what I saw, although
nice.
I could have used more for sure.
Yeah.
Did you do every single fight yourself, or did you have any stunt people?
No, Hollywood, they're like, nah, because they're like, okay, no, for safety reasons, we have to run the whole fight with the stunts. And I'm like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
We're good. We can do the fight. Okay, yeah, you do the fight from beginning to end, but also let's shoot the fight with the stunts. I'm like, but you don't have to. We are good.
Right.
So when I see the final edit, I do see where they use the stunt parts of it. I'm like, no need, like, but whatever.
Well, I didn't pick up on it, but I'm sure because you know yourself. So you're like, oh,
yeah. I see. I know. And I'm like, no, but I did this because I did the same thing, honestly. So I'm like, maybe not as good as them. Okay, I'm going to be honest, but I did it.
I'm sure you were even better, and they just
100%.
I don't know. Yeah.
Rogelio de la Vega would say, yes, of course I was better.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So how would you describe your character, Marco? And are you like him at all in real life?
I do like him a lot. He's funny. He's a professional assassin, but he's also Snag's best friend. And the fact that, both him and Snag show up for honor and show up for friendship, and the fact that he decides to leave this organization because he has very important news to tell Snag, and then decides to embark in this like epic, battle against the baddies. But technically we were baddies as well. So the baddies gone goodies. I don't know. It was super fun. Yeah, I think that movie is really, really entertaining. I think people will really enjoy it.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. I like ended. I was like, that felt too quick almost. Like I could have used more. I really liked it.
Right? Yeah. So, of course, we need to shoot the sequel, right?
Please. Yes, absolutely. Yes. I'm all in.
From your mouth to Paramount's movies' ears.
It is. I'll send them letters every day until they do.
Exactly.
So how would you describe the movie Snag for people just to get them to kind of watch it and check it out?
Action, romance, comedy, all packed in one package, very neatly, well packaged. It's so fun. I think Ben Milliken does an amazing job directing the movie, also acting, of course, starring in the movie. And yeah, it's a very funny, action-packed movie with a very compelling story that at the same time it doesn't bore you. Like he's like, oh, okay, too much kissy and whatever, enough. No, it's like really, really dynamic. It has a good story. It has a good connection between the scenes and how the story moves along. And you have the action, the comedy, and the romance very well balanced.
Yeah, it's really great. What was it like watching Ben do both, like behind the camera and in front of the camera? I've got to imagine
it's crazy. They look mad. It's like when Gina Rodriguez directed Jane the Virgin. It's the same. It's crazy. It's like, I like to direct as well. I never directed and act at the same time, right? But it's crazy. Like, yeah, I want to do this and this and this and this. Okay, perfect. And then they jump in the thing, and then I tell him that the love of his life is alive, and then he's crying. He's like, oh yeah, cut. And then he runs to I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this? Like, what is it? Like this, are you schizophrenic? Like, what is this? It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch them in action.
Before we wrap, I've got to completely switch gears here, but I saw you at the opening for Super Nintendo World. So I'm curious, How was it? Did you have fun?
It was so, I love Keegan because, of course, we're friends from Schmigadoon, and I love him so much. And of course, watching him there was incredible, and Chris Pratt and all of the guys. But it was fun. I took my kids; they're big fans of Mario Kart and Super Mario World. I played. What was it? The Nintendo 64? I believe that was my jam, the square one.
Yeah.
So it brought back a lot of good memories. I used to love that game, and it was super fun. I think that the ride is super interactive, and the universe, the world is very interactive with your bracelets and how you can, get points and hit the little question marks, and it's super fun. I loved it.
It was so fun. Yeah, when I was on the Bowser ride, I was like, almost forgot to play the game because you're looking at everything you're driving through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. We were very lucky to be at the VIP thing because you can go to the ride several times. So the third time, because my kids, of course, I want to go again. So we went again and again and again. And by the third time, you really catch up on so many super cool things about the world that are so incredible.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. I'm glad you had fun. And it was so great talking to you again.
Same here. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself.
You too.
Of course.